my dear friends and net aspirants, welcome back to yet another video lecture in our YouTube channel High Point, and this video belongs to the lecture series known as Literary Theory and Criticism. And as a playlist, I have given this particular, the whole series, the whole video lectures that we have done in this particular subject in the I button. You can click it and watch it if you have missed any of them, any of the previous videos. So this video is going to be about an introduction to modern and postmodern literary criticism. See, we have already seen some literary critical essays and literary critical text. Okay, so from here onwards, or after this video onwards, we'll have modern and postmodern literary criticism, such as we are going to have Russian formalism. After that, we will have archetypal literature, structuralism, post-structuralism. So in that way it goes on. So let me give you an introduction to modern and postmodern literary criticism before beginning. And in this video we will be looking at what is the essential and very basic difference between literary criticism and literary theory, and also we will have a general chronology of literary critical text, as well as also modern and postmodern literary theories and criticism. Okay, if you are interested in having free material, free study materials related to NTA, UGC, NET, JRF, English language and literature, then you can obviously follow my Instagram page. My Instagram ID is right here. If you are there in Instagram, don't forget to follow me here for having all these free materials. Not only the free materials, but in my daily story, Instagram story, I'm posting quiz questions which are lively attemptable, and in every Monday we are having Monday morning quiz which is about a particular subject. We will have 10 to 15 questions about a particular subject, so that you can live attempt and you can know more about a particular subject. And in my Instagram I am sharing study materials in the form of study cards, reels, short videos, carousels, and in many more ways we are planning to. So don't forget to follow me there. If you are not there in Instagram, it is very easy to download and have an ID there and follow me there. And if you are interested to be a part of our WhatsApp group, in which I am sharing daily quiz questions and answers along with news and updates related to NTA, UGC, NET, JRF, English, and also some study materials there, you can go to the description box and click the link and join. Or if not, if you feel any difficulty, then you can directly call me or WhatsApp me in this given number. I will share you the link and you can join there freely. And also, if you are looking for more comprehensible and easy to use simplified study materials for your UGC, NET, JRF, English language and literature preparations, along with the 300 plus PDF materials about selected topics, and also lively attemptable previous and practice set of question papers, you are in the right place. You can go to my website www.highpoint.in, in which we are sharing all these things along with 900 plus audio lectures, well arranged, chronologically arranged, and you can see how we have divided the entire indicative syllabus of NTA, UGC, NET English, NET JRF English, and how we have divided them for you further into chapters and units and all. So you can see whatever we have provided there after having your free trial and demo materials. And if you are interested in joining us, you are welcome, most welcome for it. Once you have joined it, you will get 2 bonuses. What are they? You will get a weekly test in every Saturdays, and also personalized study guideline or timetable according to your own schedules and your own choices, personal choices and preferences of topics to study. So if you want to know more, don't forget to message me in this number, and also follow me in these platforms too. And if you have not yet subscribed to me in this channel in YouTube, so please subscribe to me and also press the bell icon, so I don't want you to miss any of the videos that we are uploading there in any of these lecture series. Currently we have 3 lecture series going on, which is first of all about English literature. Currently we are doing Elizabethan literature, and also we are having a video series about literary theory and criticism, and also cultural studies. So don't miss any of these, because these three are the most important subjects of NTA, UGC, NET, JRF. Then you must study all these. So let's begin. Let's have the introduction, and this is going to be an extremely short video as an introduction. So the word criticism derived from Greek word meaning judgment. So criticism basically derived from Greek word. The meaning of that Greek word is judgment. So basically while we are doing criticism, we are judging works. So what is the basic duty of a critic? To judge a book, whether this book is bad or good according to certain set rules. The study, evaluation, and interpretation of literature is known as literary criticism. So when you study or you study about the evaluation, and when you interpret literature in a certain way on the basis of certain rules, that is known as literary criticism. Literary criticism is the exercise of judgment on work of literature. That, like I said, every critic, when they are doing literary criticism, they are exercising their judgment upon a work of literature, whether this work of literature is good or bad according to certain rules. Literary theory is the various ways in which we can look at a work or art. So literary theory and criticism, there are slight differences between these two. Literary criticism is making judgments upon work of art or work of literature, while literary theory is something else, that the way in which you can interpret a particular work. There are various ways in which you can look at a work. So literary theory is that it's a lens that is provided to you in order to look at a work and interpret it. So there are too many literary theories available. Literary theory emerged especially after World War II, or two world wars that happened in the 20th century. So for up to 20th century, we can see it was mainly literary criticism was prevalent, that the critics will come and they will pass judgments upon work of literature or the general literature there of a particular age, or they'll criticize a particular work or literature general, or they'll lay down certain rules to criticize a work. So in that way, literary criticism, more or less, it was prevalent up to 20th century. But after two world wars, we can see that there emerged a lot of theories, literary theories, or the ways in which we can interpret various works. Such theories emerged. And more precisely, literary theory refers to a set of ideas, tools, and principles used in interpreting a work of literature. So the way in which we can interpret the principles and tools and ideas, using them we can interpret literature. That is about literary theory. Okay, it is not only stating or it is more than stating work whether it is bad or good, but we are interpreting a work in different ways and using different tools, different ideas, different perceptions, and different principles. So that is literary theory. It is not only about judging a particular work in a certain way. It is to understand the nature of literature at hand and provide a theoretical framework to analyze literature. So literary theory is to understand literature, the nature of literature, the specularity of literary piece of art or work that is there at hand, that you have now with you, and it provides, literary theory provides a theoretical framework. It gives a theoretical lens or a theoretical framework to analyze literature and interpret them. Not actually stating whether this work is good or bad, or that is not the main intention of literary theory, but to analyze or to understand the nature of literature, to understand the structure in a literature, to understand the various aspects and elements related to literature, analyze them and interpret them. Okay, so that is the major difference between literary theory and criticism. I hope that was clear. Now let's see historical chronology of literary criticism text. So there were many literary criticism texts available throughout these centuries. Let's have a chronological list of these literary criticism texts. First one, we have Aristotle's Poetics, came out in, generally believed that it came out in 335 BC, and Horace's Art Ars Poetica. 19 BC, then Longinus on the Sublime. 100 CE, then Puttenham's The Art of English Poesy. In 1589, then Sidney's An Apology for Poetry. In 1595, please learn all these things, okay, at least the titles or the chronological order of it if you could not remember the exact year in which it got published. Sidney's An Apology for Poetry came out in 1595. Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy in 1668, and Alexander Pope's An Essay on Criticism in 1711. What next we have? Samuel Johnson's Lives of Poets came out in 1779 and Preface to Shakespeare in 1781. Wordsworth's Preface to Lyrical Ballads in 1802. See, in 1802 we can see the complete version of Lyrical Ballads came out. That's why I have given that year. But actually the Preface to Lyrical Ballads was added by Wordsworth in the year 1800, the second edition. But in 1802 the third edition came out, and in which an appendix was added. Okay. Coleridge's Biographia Literaria in 1817. P.B. Shelley's A Defense of Poetry in 1821. Arnold's Essays in Criticism in 1865. Then Eliot's Traditional and Individual Talent in 1920. T.S. Eliot's again Hamlet and His Problem came out in 1920. Then Eliot's Metaphysical Poets in the year 1921. So these are the most important texts available in literary criticism. I have given the chronology in the chronological order itself. I have given it. Please learn it. So it's not that difficult to learn, because if you know the authors and the age in which they are belonging, then it is pretty much easy for you to memorize them. But memorize the title as well. Okay, Metaphysical Poets. This work is a criticism about metaphysical poets done by T.S. Eliot and came out in 1921. So remember that. Next we will have the chronology of literary theory in 20th century. So in 20th century, especially after the two world wars, we can see emergence of lot of literary theory or concepts and ideas related to literature, in which it gives all of them give a framework, a theoretical framework to analyze and interpret literature. So what are the theories that are there in 20th century and what is their chronology? So I have seen in one of the question paper, a question was there like this: you have to arrange the chronological order, you have to arrange the literary theories of 20th century in a chronological order. If you could see it, if you could think about it, then it is very difficult. Okay, you can know that see, after structuralism only post-structuralism comes, and then we have deconstruction. But whether phenomenological criticism or new criticism comes before it, or archetypal criticism is before structural criticism. So for that you have to know the chronology of literary theory in 20th century. Okay. So during the period of 1920 and 1930s, we have Russian formalism, emergence of Russian formalism, and the high time of Russian formalism is between 1920 and 1930. And from 1930s and 1940s we have archetypal criticism, and 1940s to 1950s we have new criticism, and along with the phenomenological criticism. So phenomenological criticism comes before structural criticism. Okay. In 1960 we have the flourishment of feminist criticism. Doesn't mean that feminist criticism emerged in 1960s. No, but it was there. But we can find a high time of feminist criticism in 1960s. In 1960s, along with the feminist criticism, we can also see it is also a high time for structural criticism. And in 1970s, deconstruction, or after structural criticism, anyway, post-structuralism is there. And in 1970s, deconstruction and reader response criticism, speech act theory, all these things are emerging and flourishing in 1970s. And 1980s, cultural studies emerged as an academic discipline, and it flourished. After 1952, we can see cultural studies, but still it got flourished, and it got an academic shape in 1980s, and new historicism too, and queer studies emerged as an eminent academic study. In 1990s, post-colonial studies emerged as one of the major academic theoretical framework to look at works and look at literary piece of art. Then eco-criticism also emerged in 1990s or after it. Okay, so this is the chronology of literary theory in 20th century. I hope this brief video was helpful. So from this video or after this video, don't miss any of the videos, because we are going to have an elaborate kind of videos about various 20th century literary theories and criticism, especially literary theories. So I don't want you to miss any one of it. So subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon and follow the videos accordingly. See, I'm not giving too much of contents every day, but in a week, in Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday only, we are publishing videos, and I hope that is not a tedious job to follow and take down notes and prepare for your UGC NET JRF ventures. So if it was useful, and if you have any doubts and queries, please mention all of them in the comment section, or directly message me or WhatsApp me or call me in this number to have your doubts or suggestions clarified. And if you are there on Instagram, you can follow me there. My ID is here, and also don't miss the chance to participate in the daily quiz that we are publishing every day there. And also my website address is right here. You can visit and have a look at what we have provided there after having the free trial. Then you can obviously if you are interested, you can join us and have the 2 bonuses of weekly test and personalized study guideline. To more know about it, please message me or call me in this number. So I think that's all about this video. Let me meet you in the next video session. Until then, take care of yourself and bye bye. Thank you.